WCTCFM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show, Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
7:37, we're back on Jersey Central on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It is Bert Barron. Good to have you here. We'll do our contest sometime between now and 8 o'clock. Tickets to see comedian Jim Brewer and also tickets to the big Soul Exchange Sneaker Expo this weekend in Sea Caucus. Chance to win both prizes coming up. We'll have our Need to Know things, too. But let's go to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Welcome in my special guest. We chat every Tuesday morning about the world of valuables and collectibles. Barry Blank from National Estate Jewelers is joining me for another edition of What's It Worth? Good morning, Barry. How are you today?
I am wonderful. How are you today?
Doing well, my friend. Thank you. And look forward to our features every Tuesday. Before we jump into today's topic, can we talk about what the prices are with regards to gold, silver, and platinum? I know there's a lot of fluctuation and a lot of changes that happen on there. So why don't we jump in and just get an update on the pricing if we could?
Okay, well, the gold price today is $1,340 an ounce, which is pretty good. Down from $1,370 from about a month ago, but up from $1,100 from about 6 months ago. Silver is almost $19 an ounce, and that's down a little bit, about $1. Silver can fluctuate 10-15% a day, so it's a very dangerous metal to work with. Platinum is about $1,109 an ounce. And it seems that gold is higher than platinum, and it is, but that's for pure metal. And remember that gold carats are lower in percentage than platinum, which is almost always 90% platinum.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
they fluctuate, but they've been pretty constant, and nobody knows what they're going to do, even though the experts say they do.
One of these days, Barry, I think the Olympics are going to change because I was reading somewhere that a gold medal is really about $200 or so by the time you calculate how much gold goes into making it. Obviously, it's priceless for the people who win it, but $200 for gold, $100 for silver, and a bronze medal is about $4 they say it takes to make one. So why don't they go platinum, gold, silver for first, second, and third in the future? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Of course it would. Well, platinum, the platinum card is now the standard for most charge cards or credit cards, whatever they call them now.
Prestige,
So
a lot of prestige in that, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about value, and there's different kinds of value out there, Barry. First of all, can you define value? Does it have a textbook definition?
Yeah, it does. I'm not going to bore you with the Wikipedia definition, but value has to do with either monetary value or the actual, not the intrinsic value, the perceived value. What is the value of a document? What is the value of a will? What is the value of a chemical formula? What is the monetary value? Who can assess that? What is the value of a diamond ring or a pair of silver earrings? These all are values, and we talk about mostly, when we talk about value in my line of business, we talk about money. So that's, so value has to do with how much money will it cost, how much money can I get when I sell it.
And the monetary value, there's kind of different types of even monetary value, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. There's the retail replacement, which is what would it cost to go out and either buy it in the store today, if available, recreate it but that doesn't really give you the actual value, because to recreate something, you got to go back to square one and you got to design it, produce it, and mold it and make it. So really, the monetary replacement value has to do with what would it cost to replace it if lost or stolen or damaged, or find something like or similar. And that's what that would have to do with. The other types of values we'll call fair market or wholesale, which between two professionals. Mm-hmm. And then there's liquidation, which is the lowest of all, which is what do you get if you just have to sell something today? You don't have time, you don't have time to raise money. You just need money for this or that. You want to buy a new house and you got to dump the old one. And that's the liquidation value. It's you don't have time. You don't have time to do a tag sale. You just got to get somebody in to buy it. You know?
Move things quickly, exactly. Can you also explain, Barry, the difference between wholesale and retail, and as far as how that plays into estate or previously owned items? Can you talk about the differences there?
Well, wholesale throughout history is what does something cost for a person who's going to resell it to buy it at? You know, there are manufacturers. They sell predominantly to retail people who have a brick and mortar storefront or have even an online presence today. But the wholesale values and the retail values are actually getting closer and closer together, because what's happening is now with online presence, even the wholesale people are retailing their items. In addition, with online presence and auctions like eBay, what's happening is that the prices, what we call the fair market value, is also known as the most common market that things change hands in. So eBay or online auctions have actually become one of the most common markets for people to sell things and buy them.
I'm glad you mentioned the online components there, because let's say, for example, I'm researching the value of an item, Barry, and I see an item that's sold on eBay or some other online platform for some astronomical price. Does the value automatically of every of that particular item automatically climb?
My answer is yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
When I in my store, or my buyers in my location are actually doing research using online sales, what we have found is that the same exact item can sell for multiples or either up or down constantly. We see the same Rolex watch selling for $5,000, $8,000, and $12,000. The same exact one. We see similarly graded diamonds selling at multiple different prices. Watches specifically, you can look at the same watch, whether it's an Invicta, a Movado, a Seiko, an Omega. You can find similar items selling from half to double to triple of what other things sell for. And it just scratches my head, and I say, well, how does this help me? And I got to tell you, it's a very difficult place to be as a buyer.
Yeah.
We want to do the best for our clients.
I'm sure you do. It seems like supply and demand is still just a huge factor when it comes to determining the value or a sale price of an item, right?
It's very true, actually. I went to a client's house up in northwest New Jersey, and I bought, I think, 300 Hummels, or maybe more.
Wow.
And I thought they were very happy with the price I paid. I've got to tell you, we did get our money out of it, and what's left of it, we're not making. That's pretty much the profit, but we're selling the remains of two lots, a Swarovski lot and a Hummel lot, for 75% off the list price. So that's starting this week till the end of the month.
Wow, good stuff. And of course, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the free evaluation days are continuing today, too, at National Estate Jewelers, right?
Yes, they are. Anything you just have a question on, there's no question asked. We're not going to try to buy it from you. Just state specifically you just want an evaluation. You want to know, and I'll use those three words, what's it worth?
Gotcha.
And then we'll clarify in what value you want.
Very cool. So everything, prices at the store now half price, and, of course, this sale on the Hummels, 75% off for the rest of the month. That's amazing. 75%
off. We got to clear out our space for other things, and I'm beginning to do some flea markets with all the stuff around that I have for 15, 18, 20 years of being in that store since 1999. Almost 20 years.
Yeah, hard to believe. Where does the time go,
yeah.
right? And where does the time go this morning, too, Barry? Thank you so much for joining me for What's It Worth. We'll do it again next Tuesday after the 7:30 news. And, of course, National Estate Jewelers, Route 18 North in East Brunswick. Make sure you stop by and say hello to Barry and the crew. Barry, thank you for your time, and we'll do this again next week, all right?
Thank you. All right.
All right, thank you. Barry Blank, my guest on the Raritan Bay Medical